Yo guys, what's up? Outcastzero here, and we're back again with another Destiny video. This time it's all about farming. So, it's no basically secret that there is a decent farming place down on Earth. If you don't know where that is or what I'm talking about, well, keep on watching because I'm going to show you. But yeah, down here on Earth there is a cave, the Cave of Wonders. And you stand a little away from it, well, a good bit away from it, and you and a team of buddies just stand and fire at the mouth of the cave while the enemies come out of it. And eventually they will drop some decent items. And that is the gist of it, for it to be honest. But it does take a little while to get there, so I'm showing you where to go now. I'm just heading there. Now, to get the maximum benefit from the Cave of Wonders, which I'm now naming it, you'd really have to be in a fire team. Because when you're in a fire team and your other fire team members you kill an enemy and it drops something, then you'll get that also, you see. So that's the best thing. Because if you're all standing there and you're not in a group, because there'll be a few people there already, and you're not in a group, then you'll only get a drop on an enemy that you've killed. And to be honest, well, or a shot should I say, and to be honest, they're such a low level you could probably take them out with one shot from your gun anyway, so the chances of you getting decent drops are very little if you're not in a fire team. So you can just miss all these guys out if you want, but I chance my luck and kill them just in case a decent item drops from them. But you'll recognise this area from one of the earliest missions that you got down here on Earth. You know, you always get some orbs of light and whatnot from these guys. I mean, there you go, 5 orbs of light so far. Probably could have got a bit more if I wasn't messing around. There is other ways to get to this area, but this is the way I go. Right, there. Bad guy's dead. Let's go. So here we are, we're in the area, and we just want to get up this bit here and not smash into rocks. And yep, there's guys there already just having a go at the cave mouth. So there's the Cave of Wonders right there, so it's literally just a case of guys come flooding out the cave. This is meant to be like a war area sort of thing between the two different alien classes in this. So like a whole bunch of NPCs will come run out of that cave. But yeah, it's great for us because we get decent drops. I haven't seen any legendary drops so far. I mean, I would imagine there would be, but obviously you know what it's like. Legendary drops are hard to come by. Unless you're in my other farming area, which we'll talk about after we've shown you this. But yeah, I've seen plenty of the rare, the blue ones, plenty of green ones. But it's literally just stand here, expend your ammo, run into the cave, run back quickly, and keep the process. Just keep on doing that process, rinse and repeat. If for some reason you're here and they're not spawning out of the cave, then there's going to be one of them kicking around somewhere. Maybe up to the top right behind the cave, or directly to my right there's an area with a couple of the Fallen messing around. Some of the acolytes or the thralls from this cave might be messing with them. So check that, make sure that they're not kicking around. If so, kill them. And also, if they're not spawning, it's because there's another player too close to the cave. So there might be an area up behind. There might be like a player up behind the cave, or even just kind of like round about the area of it. And even if you see the wall just in front of me there, if one of your members are standing there, or even if you are standing there, then the amount of enemies that spawn from the cave are less. Oh, there we are. So only got 2 green items on that one. So we'll try it one more time to see if we'll get anything good. I mean, this is just an example to show you guys. I'm never really going to get anything that decent for the time I'm going to be showing you this. Plus, I'm not in a fire team, so I'm not really getting that many hits out there. But yeah, that wall just in front of me there, if you stand in front of it, or member of your team stand in front of it, or just anybody you stand there, you're not going to get that many spawns coming out of that cave. Like, I think there's someone standing there at the minute. Yeah, him. He should know. He should know. But yeah, you're not going to get that many spawns coming out of that cave. It will generally just be a couple of acolytes like that, basically. If you stand where we are at the minute, you'll get all the thralls and all the rest of it. They'll all come out as well. So that's just another little tip for you guys. You've probably seen this somewhere before already, but you know, I thought I'd show you just in case. So let's just waste all the ammo and see what we get this time around. That was a bit too far. This is probably the quickest area to get drops, I would say, but the next area I'm going to show you that you can actually do it solo. Unlike this, I mean, you can do this area solo, but it's going to take you a while. And if you're in a fire team, it's just going to go woof. You're just going to get everything really fast as such. Maybe not legendary, but you know, you're going to get some decent drops. But this second area, you can do solo. Yeah, it's not exactly the fastest area to get stuff, but you'll definitely get some legendary items in this next area. I'll show you in a couple of minutes. So we're almost out of ammo. I hope everyone else is too. I'm not seeing any blue lights or anything, unfortunately. Oh, there's a green. Don't really want a green. And I think just now, obviously they don't have like a an item. I don't know what to call it, like a swap system between players, or even like an auction house or anything like that. I'm hoping maybe they will bring something like that out. But all your blue items, all your really like decent blue items that you're no longer needing because you've got something like legendary or something like that, keep them. I mean, obviously you can transfer between different characters if you're making a character of the same class, but you never know, in the future they might bring out an auction house or some way to swap between friends and other fire team members or whatever, so it might be a good idea to keep your items. Get the decent ones anyway. I've got a few legendary items that are not even for my class, or I've got like a double of a weapon or something like that. And I'm like, I don't want to destroy it, swap it for parts and glimmer, you know, so we'll just keep it, and you never know, hopefully the future will bring something good like an auction house or something. Yeah, so we didn't get anything again this time around, but you know, at least we get ammo back and whatnot, so you can rinse and repeat. Anyway, moving on. We are now in Venus. And there is an excellent location at the Ishtar Academy, I think it is. It's a little bit of a drive here as well, so bear with me. Probably should have sped up the footage, but I'm lazy. So here we are, hang a left here to get into the academy. Splat that guy, Jesus. And you just jump past these guys and you can stay and kill them if you want to, it's not a big deal. Alrighty. Zoom in here. Right, so this is the central area that we'll be kicking around in. And you've got Vex on one side and you've got Fallen on the other. And you know, there's just plenty of enemies just to go around, you know. Just kick some ass and hopefully get some decent drops. Now there has been a few times coming in here I have gotten some legendary drops. I think one instance I was here for about an hour maybe, and I got about 2 in total. I think it was definitely 2. I don't think it was any more than that. Possibly it might have been, but it was definitely 2. And like a whole buttload of the blues. But it doesn't seem to really matter what side the drops come from. I mean, there's a blue just there. But I think mainly most of my legendary drops, the purpley looking ones, they've come from the fall, if I remember correctly. I do think I have, on at least one occasion, gotten a legendary from one of the Vex, but I think it's mainly been the Fallen. I don't know, maybe if that's just a coincidence or not, because I doubt very much that, you know, the Fallen drop legendary items more than the Vex do, so it must just be coincidence. Oh yeah, we'll get some blue polyphage in there, get some extra glimmer. Anyway, so here I think one of the purples just left. Not one of these guys, though. It's from when you're Fallen. Turn around in a second and start shooting some Fallen. Oh, there's a green. My nuts. Right. Yeah, so they come from, where is it? There you go. So you're going to get some enemies coming from over there. And you'll get some enemies from that doorway. Oh, there we are, just there. So I think this guy just drops a purple. There we are, look at that. Legendary! So it's completely soloable. Soloable? Is that how you say it? Soloable? Or is it soloable? I can do this solo. Absolutely no problem. And eventually, after about half an hour, this happens. Basically, you'll get a little warning above your supercharged sign saying enemies are converging on each other or something like that. And a whole bunch of high level players, some elites, will just jump out for about 5 minutes and it'll just be chaos for about 5 minutes. But it's a great way to get some light orbs and some drops. And if you've got like armor or weaponry that you need to like experienced up, then psh, you know, you're doing it whilst you're here, so. So this is just basically, I think I was here for about an hour altogether just to record this for you guys, just to show you what you can get quickly just by hanging around here. And obviously being in the 13 is going to be a lot quicker and going to be a better chance of getting some decent drops, but like I said, you can do this completely solo and still get those nice purple legendary drops. But just because you're getting the drops doesn't mean they're going to convert into anything that is useful to you. I mean, I've gotten a whole bunch of stuff legendary wise from this area, and it's been for completely different classes, and I'm like, God, why? I've got this I got this hunter class like chest armor, and legendary obviously, and it looks immense. It's like so much more powerful than mine, and yeah, I can't wear it obviously because it's for hunters. Like no. And I mean, I've got a whole bunch of weapons from this. I've got a couple of doubles, like on the fusion rifles and whatnot. But I'm going to keep them just in case at a later date the auction houses come into play, or I can just give it to one of my other characters if I ever make one. I'm usually a one-character guy when it comes to like MMOs in general, any games really, but especially MMOs. I'm always kind of like, I always stick to having like one main guy that I use all the time and make sure he gets the best of the best type of stuff. And maybe if I'm really freaking bored but I want to continue playing the game, there's nothing else ready for my character to do, I'll make a secondary class. But yeah, but my main class, my main character, the first person I start with, will get everything that's the best. Cheer this guy up. Supercharge. Start spamming some grenades to get those light orbs. I don't know why I'm not spamming the grenades right now, because they recharge so quick. Look at that, I could be literally making loads of orbs right now, but no, hiding. But eventually the guys, when it's over and done with this weird kind of instance, eventually the guys will just disappear. Just completely disappear. Which is a bit naff, because when you think about it, you'd rather them just stop spawning in, you know, and then you can take out the rest of them, and that way you got more chance to get some jobs from them, you know, but oh well. What could you do? It's just the way the game works. God, I love the fusion of them. Yeah, these guys aren't necessarily high level, but yeah, for some reason they do pack a punch. There, completely gone. Just vanished in front of your very eyes. But yeah, so that was that, guys. And remember, just to check the area. It's always worthwhile just to check all the nooks and crannies, because the orbs that the engrams and whatnot come in, they tend to roll around anyway. So, I mean, there was a time where I almost went back to orbit without picking up a legendary engram. I only just managed to catch at the very corner of my eye, the light shining. Yeah, so remember and have a look around the area so you don't miss it. But you can easily spend hours here, especially if you've got some friends with you, and make it fun a little bit. The enemies are constantly spawning in. If you find that the Vex are not spawning in too well, it's because you're standing in this area right here. They might not spawn in, you know, numerous numbers sort of thing. Anyway, so this is the legendary item that you see me pick up. Turned into the no backup plans gloves for the Titan class, unfortunately for me. But I'll keep them anyway. You never know. There might be I might use a Titan class one day, or I might swap them to someone if they put that functionality in the game. But there we are. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Leave a like if you did, and if you're not already, please subscribe. I need the love. Thank you.